Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into something really cool: how to build your very own custom AI assistant. It's not just about using AI anymore. It's about becoming a creator. We're seeing this massive shift away from those one-size-fits-all AI tools to these super specialized experts. And the best part? Anyone can build one. So let's just jump right in and build our first AI expert together. Seriously, just imagine for a second an AI that doesn't just know a little about everything, but knows everything about that one specific thing you're obsessed with. Think about it: a marketing sidekick that already gets your brand's voice, or a research partner that's basically read every key paper in your field. That's exactly what we're talking about building today.
Okay, so first things first, let's make sure we're all on the same page. What in the world is a custom GPT? I promise, it's not nearly as complicated as it sounds.
The easiest way to think about it is like this. You know how ChatGPT is this brilliant generalist? Well, a custom GPT is that same brain, but you've basically sent it to grad school for one very specific subject. You're the one giving it the textbooks, the special instructions, and all the rules it needs to become a true specialist, tailor-made for you.
So why bother? Well, this is where it gets really powerful. You can solve some hyper-specific problem that no other tool out there can touch. Or you could build a specialized assistant just for your team to make your workflow way smoother. You could even package up your own unique expertise and share it with the world. The main thing here is, we're talking about creating precision tools, not just using a Swiss Army knife for every little thing.
All right, you ready to build? Every great project starts with a solid plan, right? This is the blueprint phase. And let me tell you, getting this part right is probably the most important step in the whole process.
And your blueprint, it really just rests on two main pillars. First, you've got to decide exactly what it's going to be an expert in. That's the niche. And then you have to decide who it's going to be, and that's its role.
Now, the key here is to be laser-focused. Seriously, you don't want to build a general AI for business. No way. You want to get specific, something like an AI expert that writes cold outreach emails for SaaS startups. See? That level of detail is what gives your AI its real power. So once you've got that niche nailed down, you define its role. The best way to do this is to literally think of it as writing a job description. This is what's going to shape its personality and its tone. Is it a super formal, data-heavy consultant, or is it more of a witty, creative partner? Getting this right makes the AI feel so much more credible and, frankly, way more useful.
Okay, blueprints in hand. We're switching hats now, from architect to builder. This is the creation phase, where we get our hands dirty and actually start to shape the AI's mind and its personality. This is the fun part.
Now, this process has 4 core building blocks. We're going to give it a brain by loading it up with knowledge. We'll teach it how to interact by designing prompts and a custom voice. And then we'll set some ground rules or guardrails to keep it on the right track.
This is where the magic really happens. You can upload all sorts of things: documents, PDFs, spreadsheets, style guides, basically any information that holds the special knowledge you want it to have. This is the step that takes it from a generalist to that PhD-level expert in its own little niche. Next up is the prompt framework. This is all about creating a set of instructions and templates for how your AI should answer things. It makes sure that every time someone asks a similar question, they get a consistent, high-quality answer. It just takes out all the guesswork and makes your tool super reliable.
And building on that role we talked about, you get to define its voice. The difference here can be like night and day. You could have this friendly partner that says, "Hey there, let's brainstorm some cool ideas," or a very formal consultant that says, "Greetings, please submit your query for analysis." The key is that this voice has to match the role you designed earlier. That's what creates a really believable and cohesive experience for the user.
And finally, guardrails. These are absolutely crucial. You have to set really clear boundaries. For example, you might say, "Do not give any financial advice," or "Always stick to the source documents I gave you," or maybe "Never answer in any language other than English." These rules are what keep your AI safe, focused, and doing exactly what you built it to do.
So, we've planned it, we've built it, and now it's time to get it ready for the world. Let's head into the final phase to see how this all comes together. We're talking testing, packaging, and of course, the launch.
Look, before you share your creation with anyone, you have got to put it through its paces. Test it with real-world questions, the easy ones, the tough ones, even the really weird ones you think no one will ask. This is a loop. You'll find weak spots, you'll go back and refine your instructions, and then you'll test it again and again until it's performing just right.
So here it is, the final sprint to the finish line. This is where you really stress test what you've made, give it that professional polish that it deserves, and then, finally, you get to deploy and share it.
And don't just brush off the packaging part, it's not a small detail. This is what turns your tool into a real product. A catchy name, a simple but unique icon, and a super clear description, that's what tells a potential user exactly what your GPT does and, more importantly, why they should care. It's the professional finish on all your hard work.
So there you have it. That's the whole journey, right? From a simple idea to a fully functional custom AI expert. The blueprint is officially yours now. So the only question left is, what expert, what unique specialist are you going to build first?